All right, now Bihar's political scene currently heating up. And this time, it's not the speeches, but the posters that's really talking. BJP's latest campaign visuals have sparked quite a storm. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Nitish Kumar's face are right at the forefront. In fact, those are the two, and none of the other allies who are seen in that very poster. Conspicuously missing from those posters are Chirag Paswan and Jitan Ram Manjhi, who have concisive vote share in Bihar. And they hope for this alliance to work, but at a time when the NDA says it's strong and united, this poster itself with missing faces of Chirag Paswan and Jitan Ram Manjhi raises a lot of questions. The omission comes right after the NDA seat sharing announcement, with BJP and the JDU contesting 101 seats each, Chirag Paswan's LJP contesting 29 seats, and Hindustani Awami Morcha and the RLM contesting 6 each. But what's really catching attention here is no trace of both the main allies, which is the LJP and the RLM. Chirag Paswan, who's been eyeing the Chief Minister's chair, has already made his ambitions public. In fact, Manjhi too has been demanding greater visibility for his party. Now, their absence from BJP's campaign material here has led many to ask, is this a crack that's not been spoken about? We know that there has been silent tensions, or at least tensions brewing within the NDA alliance itself, though Amit Shah has very clearly said that the alliance is strong and they are all united. We saw there was a lot of tension when it came to fielding candidates. Many of the candidates were fielded in areas where Chirag Paswan's candidates needed to be fielded, or where they felt they had a strong hold. But nonetheless, so far there hasn't been an official word that's come forward from the NDA on that. They've maintained a united front. But observers believe that this poster politics reflects more than just what you see. It's about control, about who gets to represent this alliance image. That's basically a strategy which the NDA also possibly is putting to front, showing Prime Minister Modi right at the forefront, and right next to him Nitish Kumar, and of course the other BJP leaders on the sides. Well, we know that the BJP has already said very clearly that they're going into elections in Bihar under the leadership of Nitish Kumar. But where does the RLM and the LJP really fall? What kind of hold do they have? And considering they are ambitious, are they okay with the posters that have come out? The BJP, known for tight, disciplined alliances, now faces a lot of questions where the cracks are currently beginning to show. Meanwhile, the opposition camp too, the Mahagathbandhan, isn't exactly picture perfect either. The Mahagathbandhan is yet to resolve its own seat-sharing tussle. Congress has released its first list of 48 candidates without actually announcing a seat-sharing formula. But we know internal disagreements have begun to surface. Yet at the same time, seems like most of them are in consensus with Tejasvi Yadav to be tipped off as a CM face. But that clear word has not even come out. As much as NDA has already announced that they are fighting under the leadership of Nitish Kumar, though they haven't confirmed that Nitish Kumar will be the chief minister if they come into power again. But Mahagathbandhan too have not really announced the name for CM. If they win, who's going to be their chief minister? The CM face question mark remains on both ends now. So as Bihar heads into campaign season, the poster war now really telling a lot. More than speeches, the poster itself speaks for itself. If I can bring in a little to interpret what this poster means, who has the edge in Bihar, a quick roundup. Manish Bariyar, spokesperson of the BJP, Arvind Kumar Bajpai, vice president and national spokesperson of the LJP, Professor Naval Kishore Chaudhary, political analyst. Let me start with our LJP spokesperson here, Arvind Kumar Bajpai. Are you okay with not seeing your leader Chirag Paswan's face on the poster there of the NDA?
Campaign has just begun, and this is a very minor issue. Several posters, 1,000 posters and Twitter's articles, etc., newspaper advertisement, everything will come out. It's a very minor issue. We don't take cognizance of such an incident. Because the Chirag Paswan has already repeatedly said that we respect Prime Minister Modi and we know how to deal with the limitation and boundaries of the alliance partner. So we are doing since 2014, and we have rightly shared our seats between the alliance partner. But what is happening is the other side. You rightly pointed out. They have not announced the number of seats which party of the Mahagathbandhan is going to contest. That is their mishappening on their part. And they are having no vision, no agenda, which is placed before the public that what they are going to do for Bihar purposes. So we don't feel hurt also, and we don't take opinions also. We know we all parties are in touch with the NDA, and you will find one day on 14th that we succeed in a good number and we form our government of NDA in Bihar.
Okay.
It's very clear.
You know, to our BJP spokesperson, Arvind Kumarji, your take on how the party really justifies Chirag Paswan and Jitin Ram Manjhi missing from campaign posters. The LJP spokes said it's just the beginning of the campaign. So are you also assuring that there's more to come with all included? Manish Barrier-ji?
Was that question for me?
Yes, I apologize on that. Mistook your name. Yes, Manish Barrier-ji.
Yeah. So I would say that, I found it very interesting. You were taking a lot of, interest in this, but it is basically, it's like a storm in a cup of tea. There is nothing out there. In fact, the real interesting things, you should be more interested in what's happening in the other camp. So in the other camp in what we call it's not a Gathbandhan, it's a Gathbandhan actually, because it's all twisted out there. And, from several of the constituencies, now your multiple, Mahagathbandhan kind of a parties, they putting their candidates. So you have now friendly fights there. But here, the seat sharing was so clear in that. Then now every seat has been assigned. People are campaigning. And the one vision is going to the people of Bihar, and that is of development and unity. So I don't know, as Mr. Bajpayee said, that several posters are going to come. Every party is going to put their posters in their own way, the way they wish, to campaign. And I don't think this should really be that much of an issue. I think the issue on the other side, there is no leadership, as you know, as you yourself said, that there is no, unanimity of who could be the chief ministerial candidate, and also even the candidates. Many of the seats are now stuck because nobody is giving an inch. So there is no unity out there, although there is no one to defend from, Mahagathbandhan, as I understand. But I must say that it's a broken ship, and people of Bihar, they know that it's a marriage of convenience, right? Nothing else. They've come together just for elections. Otherwise, for 5 years, they are never together. They keep fighting with each other. So I don't know what do I say of that? Because
we absolutely see that the Mahagathbandhan has not announced its seat sharing formula. But that apart, the NDA also had its ripples. And why we find this surprising is that the NDA usually prides itself in cohesion and coordination. So it's surprising
that it's democracy, Nabila ji, and election time. It's a pretty one has to be very clear about it, that their stakes are high. You have party supporters, you have people working for a certain constituency for years and years, and they expect nominations for them. But in an alliance, there is always a give and take. So one can expect that kind of a positive, fight for seats, which is all healthy in a democracy, as I say. But here, in Mahagathbandhan, it is not that kind. People have already, filed nomination, symbols have gone. So there are several seats where 3 of the Mahagathbandhan, in fact, parties have, they have given symbols. And some of them have taken back symbols. It's still there. As I understand, Monday is, today is a Friday, and Monday is the last date for actually taking back those nominations. It does happen. People do take it back. But imagine the kind of impact it would have on the motivation of the other party, right? And that is one of the reasons they really failed last time also.
Yeah.
It happened last time also. It's not, and it doesn't really show a very good face to the people of Bihar. If they are doing this, only, pre-election, what can happen post-election, and that people have seen.
Correct.
People of Bihar are very wise.
Waiting till the last moment is really wise I could say, of the Mahagathbandhan. They've done this before in multiple elections. I don't know if this is a strategy in itself. Maybe our political analysts could give us a little sense. As much as we're pointing fingers to at the NDA at this point for not having Chirag Paswan and Ramvilas and Jitin Ram Manji on the posters. Mr. Professor Naval Kishore, would you tell us, if this is really suggesting a deeper tension within the NDA? And also a quick word on Mahagathbandhan. Announcing candidates in the last minute, not seat sharing pact, not sealed yet. What does it speak of? Is it a strategy that they are waiting for BJP to announce all its candidates so that they can field their candidates accordingly, or is it just wrong and bad planning?
In one sentence, I would like to say that all is not well with both the alliances. All is not well with the NDA, and definitely not with Mahagathbandhan.
Why?
And so far NDA is concerned, this is not without meaning. Possibly, and in my view, it's certain that NDA leadership, which lies squarely in the hands of BJP leadership and Nitish Kumar JDU leadership, is sending a message to Chirag Paswan and Jitin Ram Manji, who had already started some kind of a pressure on NDA dispensation to concede more and more seats to them. Look here, LGP leadership and Manji, hum leadership, beyond a point, we are not going to take you on, we'll take you on. You are dispensable. We can do without you. In politics, everything has a meaning. This is my understanding. Second, I can link it with another very important message, which Home Minister of India had only a day before given while talking to a reporter. What he said? He said, Nitish Kumar is our leader. So far the elections are concerned. We are fighting this election under his leadership.
Yeah.
He avoided, and this is raises the question, why did he not clearly say that our chief ministerial candidate is Nitish Kumar? Why did he avoid it?
Because he is very clear. I highly doubt the BJP intends to feel Nitish Kumar as a CM if they come back to power.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Can
what
I answer that?
But
Nabila
he's
ji.
sending a message. Yes, even Nitish Kumar may not be the chief minister.
But that's
BJP
that's something that we saw even in Maharashtra.
incorrect.
In Maharashtra as well.
Right,
In Maharashra as well, they fought elections under Eknath Shinde. But ultimately, when the BJP got more numbers, they had Fadnavis stand. But that's really not.
Nabila ji, I would like to come in
You
here.
can't frown on that. In fact, that should ideally be acceptable.
Nabila ji, but
That
this is not the
apart.
case
But
in
that
Bihar.
apart. My question here is that are they trying to appease Nitish Kumar by not having Chirag Paswan on the
no,
poster? Because
no,
I
no.
highly doubt that the
Yes,
BJP has
that's
an
another
actual
point.
problem
I
with
didn't complete. Yes,
LJP.
that's
It's
another
more to do
message.
with Nitish Kumar's JDU and LJP.
Absolutely. Chirag, it's a message to Chirag also. Beyond the point, don't think that you can wreck the NDA card.
Why do you think he's a threat?
Beg your pardon?
Why do you think Chirag is a threat to the
No,
to whoever?
Chirag is not a threat. Chirag, as he did last time, may, at the last moment, take a decision which goes against the interest of NDA.
Why do you say that?
Yeah,
If the NDA has so much trust in its allies, why do you suggest that Chirag is likely to do that? We know that Chirag has been giving statements
Chirag is
hinting at...
demanding his pound of flesh. He wants number, he got it. In fact, everybody agrees that he got more than what he probably his party deserved. But the another question, which is not a very simple question to sort out, which seats? Which seats? Maybe Chirag is offered seats where Chirag's party is not very comfortable. So that is still last minute bargaining. Only first storm of the nomination for the first phase is over. Second phase is still going on. So there is last minute bargaining in relation to the seats, favorable seats to Chirag. So Chirag is also trying to put pressure.
Nabila ji, I need to come in here.
Right. Manish, yeah, your take.
Yeah. I have a lot of respect for Professor Saab, but I think, he also needs to tell the viewers that the number of seats which Chirag Paswan has got is not something which is like disproportionate. Earlier also, in fact, there were 29, MLAs during Mr. Ram Vilas Paswan's time to this party. So, people forget it that they've had a long innings and they have been doing they have a public support and they've been doing pretty reasonably well. So it is being made out as if he has got disproportionate share and there are differences. No, he deserves that, whatever he has got. He has a lot of, in fact, traction with young people of Bihar as well as with the backward people of Bihar. In fact, he never projects himself as a leader of a certain caste. And that is why people of Bihar love him. And he's always been a NDA partner for long years. So I think there is a lot of imagination going out here. He is solidly behind. It is a cabinet minister. He has every right to speak about his party and to expand the footprints of his party the way my party has. And therefore, during seat sharing, it is pretty normal for people to have a give and take. But then, vision-wise, I think both the parties are on the same lines. And he has been very hardworking person as far as ensuring that the common vision for the development of people of Bihar is taken care of. So, there is nothing out there. And so is Mr. Upendra Kushwaha and Mr. Manji. Once seat sharing has been done, everybody is now up to the, on the road trails to ensure that their candidates win these elections.
So we can't ignore and deny the fact that there was friction. I'm sure you'd agree, sir. There was friction. LJP was unhappy on certain levels. You may have now ironed that out.
What you call a friction is a part of negotiation.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
Negotiations happened. There were people who were upset. Now you're finally come to a pact. 29 seats LJP is contesting from, but the missing photograph in the poster has again triggered speculation, So we couldn't help but ask.
It's just, you guys would enjoy all these things.
No, it's not that. I'm sorry. It's not about us enjoying. It's about it's our job.
It's another day. It's just a design issue,
okay.
Right? You will see
a design issue. Okay, I'm going to pick on that. Arvind Kumar, it's a design issue.
No,
my question also to you, adding on to that, does Chirag Paswan have ambitions? He's already expressed
one should have ambition. Being a partyman, I also have ambition that Chirag Paswan should become Chief Minister of Bihar. What's wrong in it?
So a man who is looking to be the CM of Bihar does not even feature in the poster of the NDA.
No, the poster I told you repeatedly. Yeah, it will come and go. Posters will come according to their party strategy, etc. So we don't mind it. But the point is, the formula of allotting the seat is fully consented by all the parties.
Okay.
It is depending on the parliamentary seat. We have got 5 members of parliament, and each parliamentary constituency have 6 assembly seats. So if we can multiply it, then it's come to 30 seats.
Yeah.
So 29 seats have to be given to us. What's wrong in it? And similar formula will apply to the Janata Dal, BJP, as well as Manji and Upendra Kushwaha also. So there is nothing, and we all consented. Okay. We happily announced our seats. We are working for the success of the party, and we are fully confident that NDA will form the government on 14th. Itself.
Okay. Now, which is why we know that the NDA does have an edge, which is why my focus largely is on the NDA friction and not the Mahagathbandhan, because it doesn't seem like they have a track as of yet. They have no seat sharing formula that they've announced yet. And there's a lot going on that end, which I'm not going to get into, because that's the whole...
Is, every time he's threatening to leave. For last 2 days, he had announced at least 6 times press conferences where he has not come. So there's a lot happening out there.
Who? Tejasvi?
Mukesh Sahni.
Huh.
So he has announced press conferences 6 times about seat sharing, and it has still not happened. And he is locked up in a hotel room.
No,
So
I
there's
know
actually
that
a lot happening out
Mahagathbandhan
there.
allies are right now very anxious. The Congress also wants this to be done as soon as possible. So all allies have said as soon as possible, as soon as possible. But we're, it's far now long that the BJP has announced its pact and its list, but pending on the Mahagathbandhan side. So not getting into that area because that's a whole debate altogether with Mahagathbandhan panelists on our show here. But since we don't have them, I'm focusing on the NDA. A quick and final word, Professor Nawal Kishore. What in the NDA do you believe will lead to friction? Right now, they seem united. This poster speaks for itself. A lot of questions being asked. Your take on this? Who do you think will turn a rotten apple over time in your expertise?
Don't jump to that conclusion. But there is pressure, counter pressure. And this poster reflects that pressure. Contradictions. But it's very natural. Nobody would deny Chirag, and for that matter, any other leader who have ambition to become chief minister. Why only chief minister? Prime minister. Late father of Chirag.
No, I know that in the long haul you can have any kind of ambitions. But for now, looking at the elections just around the corner, there's a lot. And
I'm simply analyzing the development. Why should his photograph be missing? There's a meaning behind it. After all, these are politicians. They know the meaning of even silence. Not a speaking has a meaning. Not putting photo, which is displayed.
So on a final word, you're saying that Prime Minister Modi, Nitish Kumar, JP Nadda, their photos right in the front and center is a strategy by the BJP to say who holds the reins. And
all that I'm saying is that there must be some meaning. It's just not an accident.
Okay.
Can't be an accident. Politicians are not.
That's precisely what our question was, and that's exactly what the end to this is. Thank you very much. I appreciate Professor Nawal Kishore, Arvind Kumar Bajpai, and Manish Pariyar joining us here today.